Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. I merely follow, for I would not leave. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the road to take, and every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them, yet I merely follow in the way to you as you direct me and would have me go. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. So let us follow one who knows the way. We need not tarry and we cannot stray, except an instant from his loving hand. We walk together for we follow him. And it is he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. I merely follow, for I would not leave. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. I merely follow, for I would not leave. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. Lesson 324. I was just playing around with that chord, and that little chord progression came, and I had not found it before on the guitar, although I have played it in other keys. And forgive me for this digression here, but I'm going to talk about this song, which I think is definitely pertinent, and we'll try to make it relevant to what we're talking about. So one of the greatest songs of all time. It definitely, this guy's swan song. You know what a swan song is? Swan song is like the great song of an artist, that maybe the greatest song, their last will and testament as an artist, basically. And you might know what I'm talking about if you just heard the chord progression I was playing. It's basically the same progression as Dock of the Bay, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. And the interesting thing about Otis Redding is he was a member of the 27 Club. I think he died at 26, actually. He was one of the great artists of the 60s, you know, really up there with Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, you know, all the ones that died young. And that song, Dock of the Bay, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, was recorded right before he died, which makes it even more what's the word, poignant, you know, that he wrote his greatest song right before he died. And it's a song that is you know, immortal, will live forever. Um, and it's really a song. It's a very spiritual song. It basically is getting at what the course is getting at, right? This world is not going to change. Right? Try as we might, try to change it. It's really what it is. The only thing that can change really is our mind, right, about the world. That's what the course says. Seek not to change the world, seek only to change your mind about the world. The world ain't going nowhere, right? The only thing that really can change is how you see the world. And sitting on the dock of the bay, I think the key moment in that song is the bridge, where he sings, looks like nothing's going to change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here, resting my body, saying I'm just going to sit. I'm going to sit this one out. But it really is it's a I should do a whole video just on the song, but it's like it's an invitation, right? Just like these lessons are an invitation. So it's an invitation to the Holy Spirit, basically. That's what the song is. It's a pop song too. I mean, it fools you into thinking that it's not as deep a message as it really is. It's a very deep message if you're willing to go there with it. But and I think it's really fascinating that he wrote this song right before he died. But anyway, that's a whole nother video, and a whole very long discussion, maybe for another universe, who knows. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Lesson 324. Jesus has been talking about sacrifice. The only thing that we sacrifice is we sacrifice our fear, we sacrifice ego, which isn't real anyway. So it's not really a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice in quotations. I merely follow, for I would not lead, right? The ego, the only thing that can lead is the ego. We don't want the ego to lead. So this is a very important lesson, and one definitely to keep in mind. I merely follow, right? I need to just listen. I need to just shut up, right? At last, sit down and shut up, and sit on the dock of the bay and just, I mean, symbolically speaking, metaphorically speaking, don't think that I know. I don't know. I need to just learn to accept without judgment, right? Everything. I need to follow the voice of God, which is the Holy Spirit. I need to learn to follow that voice. And that's not a coercive statement. That's just what it is. If I want love, then that's what I need to do, right? If I don't want love now, if I'm going to postpone it, then I don't need to do that. But if I want to know my true self, my true loving self, then that's what I need to do. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Paragraph 1, Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the role to take in every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. It's a very important line. I cannot lose the way, right? The way to God is set, right? Like, we can never lose, really, in reality, right? Because we're still there. We've never left God. We're still one with God, and that's always been the case. I can merely choose to not be in the dark a little longer, right? And Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says something very similar. He says, there's nothing ever lost on this path. There's only, even when you think you may be going backwards, you're really going forwards, because you can only go forwards. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. This is the Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Spirit will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them. This is also an important, interesting line too. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them. So it seems to contradict what the lesson is, which is I merely follow for I would not lead. Now Jesus is saying I am leading. I'm leading my brothers. And I'm somehow leading the way. Yet I merely follow in the way to you as you direct me and would have me go. So I'm not really leading them. I'm just following the voice of God, right? I'm not leading anyone. I'm just following, right? That's all I can really do. And in following, though, I am leading. that's the maybe the paradox of this, which is in following, I am leading. I'm leading the way. I'm showing the way home. In following only the voice of love, only the voice of God, for God, which is the Holy Spirit. Remember, Holy Spirit, Holy, right? Holy. But you could also think of holy, Wholly. Holy Spirit is Holy Spirit, only Spirit, right? And what is Spirit? Spirit is love. Spirit is source, our true self, God. What is Holy Spirit is really our only true guide, and that is really the same as saying love, right? Holy love, only love, Holy Spirit. Paragraph 2. So let us follow one who knows the way, Holy Spirit, right? It's the voice for God, the voice for God, the voice of God. It is basically God, but according to the Course's metaphysics, God does not know about the separation. God does not know about the illusion. So the idea here is that the Holy Spirit is that part of our mind that has never, has always remained united with Source, right? And has never split off, right? Whereas the ego part of our mind has split off and is caught up in the dream, in the illusion. We need not tarry, meaning we need not linger or wait, and we cannot stray except an instant from his loving hand. So we cannot really go astray here. We can make a mistake. We can tarry, right? We can go away. We can wander. We can, like a goat or a sheep. We can. I did that video on the goat and the sheep the other day. Like a goat or a sheep, we can wander off from the flock. We can wander off from the way home, but we'll come back, right? And time is illusory anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We walk together, for we follow him, and it is he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. We walk together, for we follow him, and it's he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. Again, this is that part of our mind that has never, the Holy Spirit, the he here, the Holy Spirit is really that part of our mind that is still connected with Source consciousness, that remembers the truth, right? That remembers love. And that's what we want to follow. That's the part of our mind that we want to follow. That is our right mind, right? That still knows the truth and has always known the truth. And is that part of our mind that watches the rest of our mind and just, calmly looks at it and says, man, it's insane. No, no, it doesn't judge, but it just, it just says I have nothing to do with that insanity, right? Uh, that's that's not me. That's not what it is. Um, and we don't want that. We don't want that part of ourselves to lead. That's the thing, right? We don't want our ego to run the show. Um, that is a recipe for disaster, and we've seen that in our own life, and we see how that plays out in the world, that we live in, when people's egos take over. I'm not going to mention any names, but when people's egos take over, it becomes a drama-rama, and if you want to be in the joy and you want to stay in the loving presence, then you don't want to go. You don't want to let the ego lead the way. You want to you want to follow only that voice that is ever reminding you of your true home, your true reality, your true self, true source, right? So sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide. Wasting time, right? Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. That's a play on words there. Wasting time, we think of wasting time as a bad thing. But I think what is meant in the song is that, in a way, it is kind of like, man, I got nothing now. I'm broken, In a way, the song is like, this guy's broken. He's got nothing left. He can just sit on the dock of the bay. On the other hand, he's liberated, right? He's sitting on the dock of the bay, and nothing means anything anymore except, being present, the loving presence, right? So I think that's what part of the interesting thing about the song is that you could look at it in different ways, obviously, but I think the deeper message there is the spiritual message. I merely follow, for I would not lean. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. I merely follow, for I would not lean. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. So let us follow one who knows the way. We need not tarry, and we cannot stray, except an instant from his loving hand. We walk together, for we follow him. And it is he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. I merely follow, for I would not lean. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. I merely follow, for I would not lean. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. wasting time. Oh yeah. I think the whistling at the end of the song gives it away. The fact that he's whistling, he's sitting on the dock of the bay and he's whistling. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Always feel free to share a thought. Anything, always love to hear from you. And yeah, we're on our way.